I started my career really in saxophone when I was 17. I bought a book. I didn't have a horn. I bought a book, read it all the way through to teach myself how to play. It wasn't very difficult to start with, but as time went on, I accomplished more, and that's when it all began.
For me, doing this mural here in downtown, where Benny would actually play at different locations, play outside of buildings, I think is incredible. And the reason I really like murals and really street art is it makes it accessible to the public to view art in a way that they might not be able to elsewhere. So I think being able to honor someone like Benny, telling his story for future generations like mine and others to come is really important. I think just learning more about our community and ways we can honor our community, it's very, very important to me.
Some gentlemen in New York that had connections with the Metronome magazine, and that was the world's famous music magazine. They heard my name, so they got in touch with me and asked me how did I have Jackson, with the jazz, start building up. And I told them the story of it. And so they put me in the Metronome magazine. This was a great jazz city. So they named Jackson the newest jazz city. That's how Jackson got the name.
So the reason I wanted to honor Benny with this mural was really just to tell his story and what he really accomplished here in Jackson. I think it's really important to honor those in our community, as well as tell stories that really make an impact. I chose the word thrive on my mural to mostly go along with my style of work, which generally includes main words, transitioning with other objects and figures around it. Chose thrive mostly because I truly believe that Benny helped his community thrive here in Jackson, as well as helping other musicians like himself get started and help them pursue their passions and careers.
Years ago, when I was getting started on this, there was places, if you were black, you could not go in the restaurant. If you wanted to get their food, you would have to go and get a takeout at the back door of the food. They didn't allow black people in there. So I took it in my own hands. I called the police. We went in there after a performance. So I called the police. We went there to eat. They would not serve me and my singer. They said, we can serve the white people. And this was the owner. He said, but can't serve you. So I called the police at the time. I got the report from the police, got the names of the officers and badge number, and I took it to the county building and made out a report. So we had a hearing. To make a long story short, we got it done. So I got it where the minorities could eat at this restaurant. It was pretty bad, like I was saying then. It's a lot different now.
So Benny really overcame a lot of challenges all throughout his life, whether that was dealing with circumstances of segregation, as well as wanting to stay in Jackson and start a family rather than go really pursue his career elsewhere. I think his determination, as well as supporting his family and supporting future generations to come, I think really stood out to me and really showed, his dedication not only to his music but Jackson.
I knew what was going on, but I always felt good about myself. So that's why it didn't bother me. You know, I wasn't the type of person that wanted to fight and go at it the wrong way. I thought I would go at it in the right way because I felt good about myself. And I knew that's the way I grew up. That's the way my mother raised me, see. Jackson started going down like, and it was 1984. And the people were saying negative things about the last one, turn out the lights, you know. So right away, this song came to me about Jackson because I had the love for Jackson like my mother did. And I said, no, I won't settle for this. And right away, the tune just came to me like that. And so I took the old logo, signed Jackson, We Like It Here, and made the song of Jackson, We Like It Here.
Seeing, murals go up here and just the creative energy going on here in downtown Jackson truly energized me and just wanted me to dive in deeper and find more opportunities how I could really take my art into the streets and really to a bigger audience.
And to show you today the way Jackson is, the lights came back on and they're staying on and it's lit up now. You come down here at night, it's so beautiful. And even during the day to see all these murals and see the people, everybody looks happy. And I knew this was going to come in Jackson. That's why I always had the positive thinking of Jackson. Then I think about my mother. She wouldn't settle for turning out the lights in Jackson. And so I'm glad she had the love for it because that's where I got the love for Jackson. There's just a lot of wonderful things are happening here. Every day there's something new coming up and building up in Jackson today. I think Jackson's lit up now and it's beautiful. You want to come downtown, you appreciate the town now. And with all the murals and all the lights at night, and it's lit up, it's looking like a big city now. And that's the way I wanted Jackson to be. And Jackson is today. A lot of art here, and the murals is just like the one we did here at Evans did. Evans did this mural here on the side of the nightlight. And I can't tell you how thrilled I am about it. It gives me, I always had a great feeling, like I say, about it. But it gives me a greater feeling now to see that. And I really enjoy that. My wife and I, we can't get over that he came up with this idea, and what can I say? It's too much to say.
I think really my goal for this entire project is really just to show the gift of honoring someone local and honoring someone that really accomplished a lot here in the city and really in my hometown. I think at the end of the day, if we really look at what Benny did here in Jackson, I think that should really be a stepping stone for what we should do to help honor our community and help grow others, just like Benny helped grow our community and really helped our community thrive.
I've had chances to leave Jackson and go on the road. It would have been a fun thing, but I wanted to keep my music here so I could stay in Jackson, keep the music here. I had a chance to go on the road with James Brown. I had friends that I had through the years that played with different bands, and as time went by, they wanted me to go on a road with James Brown. I had an offer then, and several other, groups. And also I opened up for Ray Charles with a bunch of college musicians and in Lansing. And that was a big thing, to have a band to open up for Ray Charles. And I've had an opportunity to leave Jackson, but I wanted to keep my music here and build Jackson up. Jackson's a wonderful place, and today with all the nice restaurants and stores and all the friends, and it's a thrill to play music here today.